This is the pulse effect and how you can use it in After Effects. While creating the following animation, you will learn how to apply and use the pulse effect while also increasing your After Effects skills, learning to master the pen tool, trim pads, speed graph, using anticipation and more. Level 1. Pen tool. Start with dragging in the footage of your choice as a reference guide for the animation. Press Ctrl-Alt-Home to center the anchor point and Ctrl-Home to center the image. These two and the following keyboard shortcuts are some handy ones I will be using in the video, which really can help speed up your workflow. As in this case, the heart is not completely symmetrical, so I will use the proportional grid, Alt plus the single apostrophe to toggle it on and off. Then use the arrow keys to center it with your shape as reference. Press T to get up the opacity and let's lower it to 50%. Choose the pen tool in the top, shaping up your skills. Press somewhere in the outer part of your shape or footage, then continue the line around the whole object. You can curve the line by continuing to hold the left mouse by dragging it around. Just make sure that you first unmark the guide layer, otherwise you'll be creating a mask instead. It does not have to be perfect, but as in my case, I will do some smaller adjustments afterwards. Helps maintain my symmetrical insanity. Have the pen tool selected, G on the keyboard, then click on any of the blue circles to adjust the shape by dragging in or out the thin lines connected to it on the sides and move these around to bend the shape. Then we can just delete the reference layer down in the timeline. To change the name of the shape layer, press Enter and I will name this one to Heart. Level 2. Trim pads. Click on the little arrow down to the right of the blue box, then go to Add and choose the trim pads to be able to animate the outline shape. Create a keyframe in the beginning or start on the trim pads 1 and drag it up to 100. Go forward to 1 second and write 0 here. Either click and drag over the keyframes or press Ctrl-Alt-A to be able to mark the visible keyframes, then hit F9 to ease them. Let's go to the speed graph to further adjust the easing a little bit. This is roughly how the speed graph will look like after you apply the easing to it. Here in the beginning, where the line is more flat, the animation goes slower. The higher up the curves goes, the higher the speed of the animation. Then gradually it slows down. If you don't apply any easing to your keyframes, the curve will be flat or linear. Thus the animation will move with the same speed from start to finish. How do you feel about the speed graph? Then we can just drag over the two small yellow circles or keyframes here and drag the left one as far as possible to the right. Level 3. Anticipation. Press S to get up the scaling, move 1 frame to the left, Ctrl arrow left, and I want to create a little bit of anticipation for the animation, contracting it a little bit as soon as the lines meet. However, as you can see, the line animation does not start in the very middle, thus we need to change the first vertex point so After Effects know where we want the animation to start from. Right-click the point or blue circle from which you want the animation to start from, go to Mask and Shape Path and set first vertex. The animation will now start and stop at this new point instead. Go forward 2 frames by holding Ctrl and pressing arrow right. Change this one to 90. Again, mark the keyframes and F9 to ease them. Speed graph, and let's just scale this up a little bit to make it a bit easier to see what we are actually doing. Drag over the ends of the graph and now we will do the opposite to what we did before and instead drag in the right small line with the yellow circle to the furthest left. Let's split the layer in 2 by holding Ctrl, Shift and pressing D. S to get up the scaling, and let's move 3 frames to the right and change this back to 100. Back into our lovely speed graph. And I will drag the left one a little bit more to the left here, then the right one to the fullest left. Level 4. Pulse effect. Let's go into the effects and presets. Search for pulse and double click the pulse loop effect to apply it to the layer. I will leave the basic settings as they are, but you have the options to change the speed here in the very top, the personality with soft, smooth, strong, energetic or loud to get a bit different look. The intensity, how much the animation will expand and contract or shrink. Some other basic settings and also the shutter angle up to 360 for more motion blur. And that's all there is. Here's your final animation. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and make sure to check out the next video.